Hey everyone, it's Dalton here, and you're watching Video Game Finds number 94. Now, before we get started with video game stuff, I just want to say thank you guys so much for, being patient with me. This summer was just kind of weird for me. I just kind of felt a little lazy and didn't do a whole lot of the videos like I had wanted to. But that doesn't mean I didn't get video game stuff. Believe me, there is a bunch of stuff, as I can see right now. The entire floor of the game room is covered with game stuff, and that is not a lie. Because there will be about 3 or 4 videos worth of material coming up real shortly just because of how much stuff I have. And I just feel really bad because I didn't get to make the videos like I wanted to. But me and Tyler still went out and did a lot of the video game, hunting stuff. It was really great. We did an excellent job at finding a bunch of stuff this summer. It was really good. It's just we felt kind of lazy, this summer, and we just didn't really do any videos, and I feel really bad for not doing so. But I'm definitely going to be doing the videos now. So I do apologize again for not getting the videos out sooner, but you're gonna definitely see a bunch of good stuff now. So thank you guys so much for being patient and staying with me and not giving up. So anyways, now without rambling on too much about that, let's go ahead and get into the video game stuff. Now, the stuff I'm going to be showing you in this video particularly, this was mainly found a couple months ago. Which is sad to say because I really wish I would have shown this stuff sooner. But anyway, I hopefully can remember where most of the stuff came from, what the prices of the stuff was, that kind of thing. So bear with me if I kind of forget a few things. But anyways, here we go. Let's get into it. Alright, the first thing we have here is an Xbox 360 Slim, which is in pretty nice physical condition. It's got a little bit of a melt, part right here on the vent on this one side. It's a little melted, but it's not terrible. Unfortunately, it does not read discs, so that's a problem. But it's not the end of the world because I think those can be fixed fairly reasonably. But it was only a $13 console, and I got that from Goodwill. But it also came with the power brick. It's missing the wall outlet part, but it's still the power brick, so that's good. And it also came with an official black controller, which is really nice, and it does have the battery cover on it, so that's really nice. It's in pretty good shape. It's a little scuffed up and stuff, but I mean, 13 bucks for the majority of the stuff that's supposed to go with it, that's a pretty good deal. I thought that was awesome, so very cool there. Oh, and I also got this for $1. It was Battlefield 3, and that one is 100% complete. It's got the regular game disc and bonus disc along with the manuals, all that good stuff. So for $1, I thought that was a really good bonus. That's pretty cool. Then I got a couple of PS2 games from our local ARC thrift store, which is really cool. One of them I do have, the other one I didn't have. I'll go ahead and show the one I didn't have. But these were $2 a piece. The first one here is Fur Fighters Vigo's Revenge, which is an interesting title to say the least. But there it is, complete, very nice shape, so that was really cool. Definitely going into the collection because I hadn't seen it before. I didn't even know it existed till I saw it, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then the other one here is Burnout 3 Takedown, which I already have, but it's still pretty cool to find. It's worth a little bit of money, so that was pretty cool. And that one's also complete, so very cool there. And then I got this from our buddy Jordan. He, traded some stuff. I think this was $2 or $3. I can't remember exactly. But it's a brand new set of AV cords for a PS2 or PS3 or PS1, whatever you want to use it for. But they're brand new, so that was pretty cool. I could use those for a box console. I could swap out, ones that have been used to put a console together that makes it more, newish, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But I thought that was pretty cool. Then he also gave us these. We got a few Pokemon cards here. Nothing spectacular, but they're still pretty cool. I'm not huge in collecting Pokemon cards, but I thought that was pretty cool. Which, these are, not too common, I guess, to find for me, but, every once in a while if I find Pokemon cards, I'll just kind of, hang on to them just because they're pretty unique. Because I just remember back in the day when I was a kid, they were everywhere, so that's really cool. And then we also got a bunch of these Nintendo e-reader cards from him as well. He didn't want them, so he's like, you want them, you can take them. I was like, okay, so it's got another really nice stack of e-reader cards there, so that's really, really cool. So there's those. And then Tyler and I went to a pawn shop called Mr. Money, which, is a chain in the, west part of the coast, I guess, or the west part of the States. Anyway, These were pretty cool to see. They are normally like a $10 game or so a piece, but we saw them decide again. We got them for $4 a piece, which is really cool. But we got 2 copies of Battlefield Hardline, one for me and one for him. They are both complete, I believe. Well, that one is anyway, I know that. And then the other one, yep, they are both complete. There it is. Both are in very nice shape, almost brand new actually. So that was really cool. A couple of PS4 games for $4 a piece. I can't complain there. That was really cool. So that's definitely awesome. And then another pawn shop that we went to is called Easy Pawn, which is another regional thing. These were $5 a piece, I believe, which is not terrible. They're both Wii titles. The first one here is Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is complete. It's got literally every piece of literature in it with the manual. Everything. Disc is in really nice shape, so that was really cool. And the other one here is Super Mario Galaxy, which is very, very cool. Also 100% complete, very nice shape. I've actually, seen this quite a bit in pawn shops and stuff, but this one was actually a reasonably priced one to purchase. So that was pretty cool. Alright, so there's those. Now we'll go ahead and get into some garage sale stuff, which is really, really cool. I thought this was definitely awesome. This was about the same time frame, a couple months ago. And this was a listing that was on Craigslist, I believe. But their PS2 was way too much, so I didn't purchase that, but I asked if they'd separate some games, and they said that's fine. So I got 3 of them here, 2 PS1 games and a PS2 game, so that's pretty cool. First one here is Spyro Ripto's Rage. It's Grace Hits, but it's very nice shape. It is complete. That was really cool to see in there. But there's that one. And then we got Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. But what's wrong with this one is it is not Scooby-Doo. It's actually Crash Tag Team Racing. But I have a disc only of the Scooby-Doo game that I can put in this case. And I also have a case for the Crash Tag Team Racing. So it actually works out in the end for me, which is pretty funny. But that one was in there as well. So that's cool. And then last but not least, we got a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2. And it's missing the manual. It's also a Frankenstein because it's a black labeled case, but a Grace Hits disc. But it's still the game. Someone's still going to want it and play it. So I thought that was really cool. Those 3 games were only $5, which I thought was an incredible deal. They wanted like $85 for the entire PS2 setup, but those were the only 3 good games out of the whole deal. So it was not worth purchasing the whole thing for me. Just because, for one, that's a little bit high, and 2, for a garage sale, that's just out of my price range completely. So I asked if they'd separate some games, and they did, so that was really cool. Alright, and then now, this was a huge bundle from a garage sale. This guy was clearing out his entire PS2 collection, and they were all adult-owned, which is incredible to begin with, so most of them are going to be in great shape. I was really excited to see this stuff, so I thought, when we got there, I was really stoked to see all of them. And I just didn't know how much he was going to ask because I was worried because they were all still there. All these games are still on his table and everything. But they were all an incredible price. I'll show them first, and then I'll tell you what we paid for them all. But first, we got here a official PlayStation carrying case here, which is pretty cool. It's also got the CD case on the side there to hold a bunch of games. It also had a few bonus material discs in here. There was, like the PlayStation DVD discs. There's one there. And then another holiday demo disc. A couple of them, actually. There's a couple of holiday demo discs in there and a DVD. Stuff like that. Nothing too spectacular, but they're definitely pretty cool. I'll probably just leave them in this case because I'm going to hang on to the case for sure, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then there was also the back expansion bay cover for a fat PS2. He did have the PS2 at one point. He must have sold it before we got there because it was not there when we got there. But he had all the games. So someone bought the PS2 but none of the games, which was kind of odd. And I thought, if they bought the PS2, why would you buy the games for it? And it was, it was interesting because I had to assume the PS2 was really cheap because the games were really cheap. So, but anyway, also we got these things. First here we got a stack of the blank DVD discs so you can burn they're CDs. You can, put your music on and stuff like that. Pretty cool. He just threw those in because he didn't know what else to do with them, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them either, just they're there. So anyway, and then we also got 6 DVDs, and I know we didn't have any of these, which I thought was really cool, and they're really good movies, but we've got Hitman, the unrated version, which is pretty cool. Those are good movies. And we got The Dukes of Hazzard, which is really nice. I've seen that once, I think. It was pretty funny, I thought. And then we've got 007 Die Another Day, which is pretty cool. I love the 007 series. Then we've got Jim Carrey's Liar Liar, which is also a very funny movie. And then we've got Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, which is also a very great movie. And then we've got the newer Nicolas Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds, which I personally am a fan of the original, but I already had the original and we didn't have this one, so might as well get it. It was there, and he had really good prices on his DVDs, so I wasn't going to leave those there. So definitely very cool. Alright, now we'll go ahead and get into the PS2 games. And he set us up with a huge box so we could carry them all home. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there are 63 games in total here. And one of them is a PS1 game, but the rest are PS2. And they are all complete as far as I know from going through them all. So I'll go through them kind of quickly because, for one, they are kind of, the basic titles that most people already own. And two, there's just so many of them, it wouldn't be reasonable to just keep showing you opening each one. So I'll just go through them pretty quick. But first here, there's also an official Sony 8 MB memory card in there, so that was pretty cool. I always hang on to first-party memory cards, so I thought that was really nice. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into these games. Alright, first one here, and the only PS1 game it is Driver 2, the Wheelman is back. Very nice shape, very cool. This one I can't open and show you because, it's the only PS1 game, but it is complete. It's got both discs, which is really nice. Almost brand new shape, and that's how all these games are, which is really exciting. Alright, now we'll get into PS2 games. These are all alphabetized. I spent some time to put them all together. So, first one here is 007 Agent Under Fire, which is really nice. Then we've got 007 Everything or Nothing. 007 Nightfire. We've got ATV Off-Road Fury 1. 2. Now this is the only one that is missing the manual. I remember that. That's the only one that's missing the manual. And we also got 3. And then 4. So we had all 4 of them, which is pretty cool. Those are fun games. If you guys like ATV racing games, those are definitely a good series. And then we got Call of Duty Finest Hour. And mind you not, guys, again, these are all like brand new. They are all adult owned. I believe he purchased these all brand new back in the day, so that's what's really exciting. Most of these are probably going to be upgrades, to be honest with you, which is really nice, so that's really cool. But the next one here is Call of Duty 2, big red one, which is pretty cool. Then we've got Conflict Vietnam. Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX 2. And we've got Driver 3. I'm not going to upgrade that one because mine's the original childhood copy that I own, and I don't want to ever upgrade childhood games, so that one I'm not upgrading. Then we got GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. I grew up with that one too. That one was a really fun game. And we got Gran Turismo 4, the real driving simulator, which is really nice. We got Grand Theft Auto 3. You gotta have Grand Theft Auto. It's always a must-have. We got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which is also really nice. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Then we've got Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. Greatest hits. And we've got Hitman Blood Money. And we've got Hitman Contracts. IHRA Drag Racing Sportsman Edition, which is funny because it's a Bethesda game, which is kind of ironic because, they're the ones that brought us, Fallouts and stuff, so that's pretty interesting. Then we got Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend. We've got Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. And we've got Max Payne 1, as well as Max Payne 2. And we've got Medal of Honor European Assault. And we've got Medal of Honor Frontline. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. It's also a fun racing series. Midnight Club games, those are always really fun. Then we've got Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Deception, MX Unleashed, MX vs. ATV Unleashed. We've got a Red Dead Revolver, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Outbreak, and then this one I was super excited to see in there. I didn't have it yet specifically, and I was super stoked to see it in there. And that is Resident Evil Outbreak File number 2. And it's actually worth quite a bit of money, which is really cool, and I thought that was awesome. I hadn't seen it before, so that's really cool. So that's definitely going in the collection. Then we've got Scarface, The World Is Yours. It's unfortunately not the bonus disc edition, but it's still really cool. Then we got SOCOM US Navy SEALs 1, 2, and 3. So that's very cool. So he usually got all the series, you know, fully set. You know, here I noticed that with all the games that he had. We got Spy Hunter, State of Emergency, Stuntman, Siphon Filter, The Omega Strain, Tactical Espionage Action, that's just how I put it under, but it's Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. And we've got Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And we've got Tekken 4, Test Drive, The Getaway Black Monday, and it also has the little mail-in card that's supposed to come with that bonus thing that says on the front there. That was pretty cool. And then we've got Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Stealth Action Redefined. And we've got Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, and we got Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2, so that's very nice. Then we've got True Crime Streets of LA. Then we've got WW SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. And this one's actually worth about $15, believe it or not, which was a pretty big surprise to me. I didn't know there was a WW game on PS2 that was worth a little bit of money, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I definitely didn't have that one yet, so that's cool. So I'm definitely adding that one to the collection. Then we've got WW SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, WW SmackDown vs. Raw. And the last 3 here from that garage sale, finally, I know we're at the end of it. SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. And then WWF SmackDown Just Bring It. So there are all the PS2 games from that garage sale. So including all the games, the carrying case for the PS2, the CD-ROMs, and the DVDs, it was $53, which is incredible, guys. I thought that was super exciting. So definitely an awesome, you know, garage sale find for sure. So definitely cool. So, alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. You know, thanks for sticking around and, you know, being patient with me. I know it was a long wait, but I'm definitely happy that you guys are, you know, sticking around and checking out the video, you know, the videos that come out and everything. I know it's been a long time, but anyways, you know, if you guys want to stay in touch, you know, click the subscribe button, hit the little bell if you want to know whenever I upload a new video, stuff like that. It's really appreciated if you guys do so. Thank you for checking me out, you know, and everything like that. And it's also appreciated if, you know, you tell your friends, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, it's just awesome. You know, we get to build a little community with the video game collecting and all that stuff. So I'm really happy to, you know, share the experiences with you guys. That's what I'm mainly trying to get at with this stuff. So thank you guys a lot. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See you later, guys.